can drink, we can wait on the rain. Either way, it's gonna burn.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bad Dog Sports. I'm here with Jody Lanier, Hunter Kiel, and we're in an airplane hangar. Is this not badass?
Crazy,
look at the
man.
two helicopters behind us. We're at Justin Allred's All Red Company, their airplane hangar, and we're honored to be here. Shout out to Jar and Company too, putting us on some good clothes. So yeah, we're just here hanging out, talking ball, doing all the things, having a little drink. Which can you do at an airport? This one. Can I fly the plane? Well, yeah, let's talk some ball, man. Let's jump into it. We got Jody here, Muscle Shoals legend. Cheers. How many years did you coach at Muscle Shoals?
20 years.
20 years coached at Muscle Shoals, coached basketball and football, right? Coached under the legendary Coach Baisden.
Yep.
You coached, what, DBs, DC?
DBs. I coached DBs the whole time I was there.
Yeah. I remember I remember watching you coach in high school, and you'd get into it.
I get into a little bit.
You'd lay into it.
Basketball especially. I lost a few jackets, ties, and everything else. It was fun.
Dude, I used to – when I was in high school, you were still coaching. So we'd come to the games, and, man, you'd get into it. I loved it.
They'd lay into a ref.
Yeah. But now I see Jody. I see him on the golf course, and I love seeing him because we talk ball.
He'll get into that, too.
Yeah, he's my ball-knowing friend.
I need to be a little more competitive, probably.
No. But, hey, nobody better to have here and talk sports with us than Jody Lanier, man. He knows ball, so I'm excited to get into. I mean, what do y'all want to start
we
with?
have to start with the most recent news dropping yesterday. Mr. Sharon Moore, coach of Michigan Wolverines, just we call that fumble in the bag is what we call that.
13 milli gone.
Really? Man.
What was the deal with that?
He was one of the golden rules. Yeah.
Keep it in your pants?
Oh, yeah. Well, and you can't cross. I mean, I'd say money, sex, anything like that. You're pretty much done.
Yep.
You're pretty much done.
I mean, dude, it's almost a rule that I think most coaches should follow is don't hire a really hot staffer. Just don't hire the hottest girl you can and put her in your office at all times.
Go get me some coffee. Actually, I've got something else you could do.
And he probably never thought I want his money. I mean, you think it was about looks? I mean, I'm just saying.
Definitely money status.
That's what I'm.
Well, the girls get the upper hand in this situation because now she's getting platformed. Mega. She probably get fired, but now she's mega platformed. Probably roll out on OnlyFans, and
dude,
no doubt,
no doubt. Dude.
Yeah.
And then there's no repercussions for her, which I'm not saying she did anything wrong. Obviously, she did. She did, but. I mean, they get out clean in these situations.
Here's why I knew she was in on it too, is because her salary increased by 55% from last year to this year. So this has been going on for 2 years.
So she's gonna get rich and he's gonna get poor.
That's it.
She was doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess she was.
She was doing a good job.
Evidently.
Hey, look, they beat
She
Ohio
earned
State
that
last
raise.
year.
I guarantee you. You're talking about her pay increase. I guarantee you she earned that raise.
Dude.
Oh man,
God.
I mean, to lose to Ohio State and lose your job
just like that. A matter of 7 days.
Yeah.
That's rock bottom.
But hey, what's even worse than that is he's sitting in jail right now. That's what people aren't really talking about. It's the fact that he went to her house after she came out with it yesterday, and he threatened to kill her and kill himself. And he's sitting in the Pittsfield County Jail in Michigan right now. It's crazy,
that's
dude.
That's tough,
I mean, you got to have a little bit of sympathy as a human for him. He made a bad decision.
Yeah, but man, what a fumble.
How did he get called?
Dude, that's like when you're...
She told or what?
Yeah, she came out and told.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, that's like when you've caught a wide open touchdown and you're running in the end zone and they drop the ball before they run, before they cross the plane. Yeah. That's what he did. That's basically what he did in coaching terms.
Like a wide open layup.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else for it. But, dude, we got a week from tonight. So we're sitting here Friday. Today's December 12th. We are
come out Monday.
Yep. So we're a week from the playoff officially.
Dude.
This will be coming out Monday. So we have got 5 days till Bama plays Oklahoma.
I don't even know where to start on that.
Let's start with the first game, dude. We're sitting in Alabama. We might as well talk Bama football.
That's the first one Friday.
I know Jody wants to talk some Bama football.
Let's go. Roll Tide. Let's go.
Tell me this. So Bama, obviously, I think Bama played one of the hardest schedules in the country. Mm-hmm. They're going to Norman. Norman's a tough place to play. It's a good defense. Got John Mateer. What does Bama got to do to win up there? They're favorites, too. 1 point favorite.
Well, I think the biggest thing, and that's what everybody's talking about, is their health. I think they feel like they're going to get some people back. I think they had 9 starters out against Georgia. Which Georgia?
Did they really?
Yeah, they had 9 starters out against Georgia.
I didn't even realize that.
9 starters.
Yeah, they were banged up.
They were banged. Inside linebacker, Brown, cornerback, 2 defensive linemen, tight end, they running back. They were beat up. They were beat up pretty good. So I think the health factor is going to be a really big part of it.
Did they have any offensive linemen hurt? Because
yeah, they did run for -3, Jody. I don't know if the defensive starters.
Hey, according to social media, the quarterback's been hurt for a while. Like he's got a pretty severe back, like a herniated disc. And,
that makes sense.
So but speaking of that, I was thinking about this earlier today. My thing about DeBoer is, if you think about it, you got Jalen Milroe. Had a horrible year last year. I think pretty much most Alabama fans would. Is he a good quarterback, good athlete? Yeah. Did he have potential? Yeah. But why don't you pull him? This is the problem with DeBoer. I think it's the same thing with Simpson right now. Not that Simpson's not a good player, but he's hurt.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You go to Mack or Russell.
What's going on? Why can't you make a decision as a head coach?
I have one thing to say about that. Last year, I feel like Milroe might have had the locker room, and that was the only reason, right? Is that the only reason why?
Well,
Simpson has the locker room too.
Right.
So, your quarterback should have the locker room.
Yeah.
But Saban, I never thought about it like that. That's a great way to look at it, because Saban made the call to pull Jalen in the championship game.
I know.
So, I don't know if DeBoer's got the sack to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
Well,
it's
and
too
I think
nice.
that
It's too northern.
with that history, what's Alabama saying last Saturday? Alabama fans. Get the quarterback out. But I felt like it last week was a perfect opportunity, because you're probably going to be in the playoffs, okay? Yeah. Let's say they blow you out. Let's say they get beat the same way. Yeah. You pull your quarterback. Now you don't have your tailback or your running back in there. Now you don't have your quarterback in it. It's a great excuse for the committee to go, hey, he had to pull his quarterback. Quarterback was hurt. I think it was a good opportunity for him to give the backup.
Yeah. Would it have been Mack?
Gosh, that's a good question. I think it could. I think it possibly both of them.
Both of them. I
think the way they've been doing it, possibly. So
they're both great. I think they're both 5-star guys, aren't they? They're both unbelievable. Alabama's always got 5 stars, man. But
were you sweating them getting in?
I think I felt like we were in. I thought we were going to drop. I mean, I had us actually going to Texas A&M.
Oh man,
I thought we were going to drop and go to Texas A&M, because I felt like that would be our punishment.
I think you'd rather play in Norman, though, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
12th man's unreal.
There's no doubt about it.
I mean, it's hard to beat a team twice.
It is.
It doesn't matter who the team, but it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, even with the injuries, though, do you not feel like the eye test, this is coming from a Bama fan, do you not feel like, I felt like after I watched the game, they didn't deserve to be in?
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, but if you sit back and look at their, I think y'all brought it up, you look at their record on the year, you look at what they've done, their resume, and the teams they beat probably arguably one of the best teams in the country at Georgia.
Yep, in Athens.
And I think all these things have been hashed out and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, you look at a year ago, they get left out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They get left out.
They had some bad losses, though.
Well, they get left out by, if I'm not mistaken, they get left out by, what was the Texas team?
SMU.
And
they got blown out.
And then SMU gets blown out.
Yep. Well, Clemson got into it 9-3, but it was just because they won the ACC, and that was kind of the only.
That's right.
That was another thing.
They got to get rid of that. The conference champion.
Well, so they made the adjustment this year that it's not just the Power 5 or the Power 4 conference champions; it's the highest ranked conference champion, even with a group of 5. That's why JMU and Tulane are in. Gotcha. So they did change that, but now what they need, I agree, they need to make a change to where maybe next year you say, okay, if you win your conference, you at least still got to be ranked in the top 15, or the top 20, top 12, whatever.
They're going to get drummed.
Yeah. Well, I brought up John Gruden earlier. We were talking a little bit before the show, and I think he's probably got, to me, the best formula, because if you're going to keep it like it is, you're making all these conference teams play for a conference championship. Yeah. Alabama, Georgia, for example, okay? Indiana, Ohio State. His idea was, all right, if you're in a conference championship, you're ranked, you're up in the conference championship, you're automatically in. You take the top 6 teams automatically in.
Okay.
All right? And his idea was, why are you making them pay the price when they proved themselves, won, got in the conference championship, and you're letting everybody else sit out. He said, how would y'all have liked to seen Ole Miss play this team to get in? Or Oklahoma rematch.
So you're saying
same week.
Okay, so you're saying replace conference championships with play-in games.
Play-in games.
That would be.
This week's episode is brought to you by Malone Marketing. Shout out to Trevor Malone. He handles all things back office with us. He puts us with brands, builds our website. If you've got a small business, whether you're local or from far away, reach out to Malone Marketing. Conference championships can absolutely matter.
It matters.
Yes.
It matters.
Because that's the one thing is them not mattering is bad for football.
Genius.
Yeah.
So if you're going to let those teams get beat up, why not let the teams that didn't make it get beat up?
Like Ole Miss
too?
this year, like you were saying. Yeah, they just get they get to go in. Yeah.
Let's do it like the state championship does it in Alabama, where they play 3 games in one stadium in the day. You know, let's fly Miami, Notre Dame, all the teams that wanted in out to Hawaii, and let them play like they do the basketball tournament out there. Just
like
play
an
all in one
AAU
day.
game.
I think it's one of the greatest things. Like
who said that? That's a great idea. Gruden? That's genius.
So think about this. What did we debate the last week? Notre Dame
Who
and
should be in?
Miami.
Yeah.
Hold on, Notre Dame. Let them go play each other.
Yeah.
Well, they did
Let
play
them
each
go-
other.
I
That's
know,
the
let
thing,
them
though.
play each
Yeah,
other.
but early in the season.
But
I don't give a shit about early in the season.
but I'm
Game
saying,
1
let
counts
them
the
go
same as
play
game
again.
12.
Bama would beat the shit out of Florida State at the end of the season.
Yeah,
And they
Bama would
lost
be a
him at the beginning.
28-point favorite.
Right, so
Yeah.
it does
That's
matter.
right.
It does
That's right.
matter.
But
It
that's
does
the
matter.
knock on Bama, is Bama lost to a team that ended up being ass cheeks.
Yeah,
Bama
that
did
is
this
true.
bad. Ooh, bad.
But
I felt like they poured everything at Florida State. Like that's probably. I mean, it was just beat Bama, and they had a better game plan.
I think you're right. No, I think you're right. And Malzahn, what a perfect storm.
dude,
what a
yeah.
perfect
Oh,
storm.
that's oh my
Yeah, I
god,
was
and he
thinking
always
purpose.
does.
Oh, dude, he's like the Joker, dude. He's like the Joker in Batman. That's some bitch, dude. He just if he gets his chance to beat Bama, he's going to
He
beat Bama,
does.
dude.
He may not win another game.
He could be the OC at Jacksonville State, and Jacksonville State might win in Bryant Denny, dude. That some bitch has always got something for him, man. I'm telling you.
100%.
Dude, that is the truth. He's got their number, dude.
Dude, it's crazy.
But, but you go back and look at, I think we were starting to talk about Oklahoma and Alabama.
Yeah.
And I think and you brought up playing each other again. I think that's probably one of the biggest factors because, you can't do what you did to them. You can't run the plays you ran on the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, you might.
That's
might
what
be
I
able
was
to
going to
run a
ask
few,
you. I mean, you
but-
being a football coach, do you look back? You obviously watch the film. So that's what they're doing this week. They're watching the film. Are they saying, okay, are we just going to roll out a whole new deal here? Or are we just going to try to do what works, or what?
Well, there's a bunch of plays probably they had drawn up they were going to use in the game they didn't use. So
Okay.
that'll be one thing they'll end up trying to do. But tendencies are huge. Like I know y'all played high school football. I mean, we'd have 10 films on week 11. We'd have all 10 games they'd play, and college is the same way. So they're trying to get each other's tendencies, and of course their self scout and all that, and they're trying to probably change some things and trying to fool them,
Okay, that makes sense.
Formation wise, like, hey, we always do this out of this formation. You'll see some of that kind of stuff too. They'll try to throw them.
Venables is kind of a dog, though. Isn't
I
he?
like Venables. I do. I didn't like the hire when was that 2 years ago or whatever. Whenever Lincoln Riley left, I was like, I don't know about Venables, but he's been a pretty good coach there.
We're about to see how long you can last on a good defense.
Yeah,
because that's pretty much what they hang their hat on. Their offense is very subpar.
Well, since Mateer broke his hand, that's been the difference. Because I feel like before Mateer broke his hand, he was actually. He was a Heisman favorite. He was a Heisman favorite for three consecutive weeks when Vegas would release the weekly line. Right. He was the favorite. Then he broke his hand. They took the loss to Texas, but he was coming off the surgery. I mean, there was no. That's why I think they were ranked where they were. That loss didn't mean anything. A, because it was a Texas, but B, because he was hurt. But if Mateer plays a good game and the defense with the home crowd, I think it's going to be close. I think it's within a field goal.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I kind of feel like Oklahoma might have a hard time keeping up. And the only reason I say that is if you take Alabama and they're healthy and they've been at their best, when they were clicking, their identity or whatever, and you have that same kind of they're far superior than Oklahoma on offense. That's on paper. I mean, they're by far the best offensive football team, no doubt. Now defensively, Oklahoma probably slight edge over Alabama. But is there that's what I was going to say. Is there a huge separation? It's not. Think about it. There's not a huge separation on defense, but there is on offense. Yeah. So are we going to see the Alabama team that is healthy, that has a good game plan?
Jody, I'm telling you, look, I always say, man, if it smells like shit, it's probably shit. That's why I'm betting Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I love
I know.
Oklahoma
Ty
this
Simpson
week.
looked like a deer in headlights,
I know.
man.
I love him.
I know. I understand.
I just feel like,
it's tough. I mean,
I
you
should have
gotta,
known when I saw Ty Simpson in that bathroom, and they said, "Hey, this is the backup quarterback for Jalen Milroe. This is last year." And I said, I looked at him. I said, "Ain't no way in hell that's the backup quarterback for." And I go back on stage, play my cover show.
Yeah.
And him not whooping my ass that night meant he didn't have no dog in him. Because if he was actually the backup, which he was, he should have whipped my ass that night. He took
that's
that and
hilarious.
wore that off the chin from a cover band singer at Moe's Barbecue.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. But you look back at Milroe and how I don't mean it's a bad way. He had some really bad games.
Yeah, he did.
Why,
He did.
Why
Yeah.
would you not try somebody else? Why would you not?
That means
Yeah.
he's not
What-
gonna.
well,
that means he's not
Well,
gonna.
you're either not good enough to take his spot, which would be Ty Simpson, right? Was he not good enough to take his spot? Or
Yeah. I've
mean,
always
what-
thought that.
what's the-
So DeBoer owed it to him because think about this: whenever Saban left or Saban retired, DeBoer takes the job. Milroe committing to stay and not entering the transfer portal, I think that kept so many guys there that DeBoer kind of owed it to him. That's what I've always thought. But I mean, I'm not I'm not on the Bama chat room or the boards.
And-
I don't know what everybody's saying.
And
Yeah.
I think you just hit it. Probably the hardest thing for us to swallow as fans, as former players, is do put the best on the field.
Yeah.
I think every American's like put the best on the field, and it's not like that. It's unfortunate.
It is,
but
yeah.
in our world, we're
It's almost like
NIL and hey, I owe this guy this
That's
and
it.
this, and you
That's
know,
exactly
or hey, I'm
what it
gonna
is.
lose half
Yeah.
the locker room, you know, whatever, because I get rid of this guy.
That's why Saban got out. You can't
It
make
is
those,
tough.
those big dick decisions like you're in the national championship and you just bench your quarterback.
People don't talk about how crazy that was.
And it worked. Dude. That's the crazy thing is it worked.
Dude, I know.
Did I tell you the story about that?
No.
I live in Tuscaloosa, and it's halftime, and the last thing I remember is I'm at Rounders, and I go pee, and I say, "Jalen Hurts sucks," to this guy next to me. He said, "Screw Jalen Hurts," except he didn't say screw. And that's the last thing I remember, and I wake up the next day, and I go out into my living room to my buddy, my roommate, and I say, "Dude, I cannot believe we lost last night."
You don't remember?
He said, "You missed the greatest comeback of all time, second and 20." I was at the bar and didn't remember.
Blacked out at halftime?
Yes. The last thing I remember is pissing and saying, "F Jalen Hurts." Wake up the next day, I'm like, "Dude, I cannot believe we lost."
Wait, that's
You missed the Tua coming in
I
and doing the whole
I rewatched it the next day and I had chills down my back.
you talking about the Auburn, right?
Or Georgia.
The Georgia Natty when
The
Tua
Georgia
came
Natty.
in.
I mean, I had chills down my back at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. the next day whenever I got up, still drunk.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Had no clue.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Can't make that up. I was running down like the strip partying
Yes.
afterwards. Don't remember none of it. But hey, sometimes you just praise the Lord that you made it home.
That's right.
So I'm looking at these games, though. And so this was like, I guess this is my next thing I want to talk about, which Bama and Oklahoma, the winner of that one's got Indiana. But, dude, can we talk about the group of five just kind of ruining the next day? So this coming weekend, this Saturday, we're going to have JMU go to Oregon. We got Tulane going to Ole Miss. And then the night game is great. It's Miami, Texas A&M. I think that's going to be awesome. But can we talk about the fact that Oregon's a 21-point favorite over JMU and Tulane,
In a playoff game.
Ole Miss is 17-point favorites over Tulane. Dude, we're talking about the 12 best teams in the 12 best teams. If JMU and Tulane are one of the 12 best, why are they 3-score underdogs?
They're not. They're in there because they had to be in there.
I think it's by law now, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there a clause in the contract of the college football playoff they have to have a group of five?
That's right.
They're like the friend that nobody likes, but you have to invite them to the
Yeah,
party.
they call them fringe guys. Yeah, it's a fringe guy.
yeah.
He just kind of shows up and you're like, what?
Oh my God, I guess we'll invite him. That's Tulane and JMU. I guess we'll invite them to the party. And then they come, and of course they run it. They always run
They
it.
spill a drink or they ruin something.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, if you think about it, I mean, we're not that we're gambling guys or anything like that, but why don't we just let Vegas pick them
Dude, honestly.
at the end of the year?
Honestly.
Why don't we just let
hey,
Vegas pick them? They're good anyway, right?
Yep.
I mean,
I got something for you. Hold on. I did the dignity of looking on FanDuel. So FanDuel released what lines would have been. Texas would have been plus 2.5 versus Oregon. 2.5-point underdogs. That's a 20-point difference.
that's 20 points.
Vandy would have been plus 3 at Ole Miss.
Which pretty much on the road is a pick.
It's
That's
a
pick.
3 points.
We all know that.
Vandy and
Not
Ole
that
Miss.
we're gamblers or anything, but we kind of know that.
We are.
You know, the
Vandy and Ole
3-point
Miss
rule.
would have been a damn pick 'em in the playoff game.
Beautiful.
Last thing I'll say is Notre Dame would have been a 2.5 point favor, 2.5 point underdog versus Oregon and a favorite by 1 at Ole Miss.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Vegas would not get it wrong.
I get
they
it. With
never
a group
get
of
it wrong.
No,
five.
they're not going to get it wrong.
I get it with a group of 5.
And Texas and Vandy would have been in, by the way.
They should have
And
been
Notre
in.
Dame.
Yeah.
They should have been.
All 3 of those would have been in probably.
Yeah, 100%. That's the thing. I don't know if all 3 could have been. They would have placed the group of 5 teams, but then you would have had to put one in probably over whoever. I guess Miami or Bama, but. But the Miami, so the Miami A&M game is interesting to me. That's the only one. The other 2, I mean, the favorite should win. I don't think they may not cover or not, but they should win.
I feel like the problem isn't the teams. We're going to have this same problem with 16 teams. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if you have 2 teams. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
We've seen as it's progressed, the problem doesn't resolve by how many teams you put in.
No, it doesn't.
Right.
You could put all but 2 teams that there are in, and they're like, well, shit, there's a case for them to get in.
Right.
I mean, you just got to, I don't know, you got to do away with the conference get-in thing.
Yeah, you're just going to have more pissed off people.
Yeah, or let Vegas do it. Nobody would argue those lines.
I think Tulane and Ole Miss is a little bit interesting as far as the spread.
You think so?
Well, it's
17?
because they played each other. It's a little.
did.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's so
you're right.
tough to.
They're
it's so
letting
tough to.
they're
go
letting
back
Summerall coach.
They're a
in
really
the
good
playoff.
football team. Tulane's a really good football.
They
I
are.
mean, Ole Miss is a really good team too.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me they won it all, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I agree.
They're a really Tulane. Had you rather? I mean, obviously, I think Alabama would probably rather play Tulane and Oklahoma would rather.
Yeah,
but,
of
it's
course, yeah.
on paper or whatever. But they're a scary team.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, that's a quick drive up Interstate 55. There's going to be a
They're
lot
close.
of Tulane. There's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of Tulane fans in Oxford.
Every single one of
Saturday.
them, all
Yeah.
150
if I'm not
of them.
mistaken, Ole Miss quarterback had a really good running. Like he ran all over.
He
Tulane,
did.
correct.
Yeah.
So they'll probably, if I'm that defense coordinator at Tulane, he's not running on me anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna stop the
He's
run.
going to have to
Yeah.
throw it through there and beat me. So look for stuff like that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like they're going to be like, he's not going to run the football. So. And hey, Ole Miss may be good enough where it don't matter. You ain't stopping us anyway.
Yeah, and that could be just they have better athletes, better talent. Did you see that? This is a little off topic, but did you see where Ole Miss is pushing for a lawsuit against LSU to say that no players from this year's team can transfer to LSU in the portal this year?
It's going to be tough.
That's going to go to a grand jury. I don't know how that's going to make it out of the state legislature.
I kind of
That's
get
a-
both sides though. Like I get being pissed that your coach like left you and he's stealing all these players that are yours, but I also get that that's the way it is.
Yeah, I think it's soft.
How is somebody?
I think that you fight the bullshit that Lane did to you as hard as you can.
Yeah.
So
I would
however you got to
I
do
would
that.
Sell that. I would sell that to the players though. I'd be like, Pete Golden is our guy. He stayed here. He wants to be here. Y'all want to play for him? Like, stay here and play for him. Don't flake and leave like Lane did.
Ole Miss is
They're not
seeing-
going to win that lawsuit.
No. But Ole
they're
Miss
not
is
gonna win
seeing-
a lawsuit.
Hey, but they're gonna have to pay a shit ton in court fees.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is seeing all this money LSU's forking out for all the coaches and shit, and they're like, you know what? And the NIL money, you know what? We're gonna get a little
We're
more
gonna
out
get
of them.
something. Yeah, let's
Meet
let's
you
make
at
them
court.
play the-
You may win, but you got to show up.
Meet you in court. I love it. Yeah,
How do they keep from getting caught? These teams before
dude. I don't know
when
I
they
don't
open
know.
NIL. How do
Well,
they?
did you hear Lane in his presser? He said, I wish I could be on the phone right now. And he goes, and I know I can't be. He had to like clarify that he knows he can't be on the phone because tampering's one of the biggest, it can actually set you back further than any cheating scandal. You know,
What do
like
you
the
mean,
Connor
tampering with
Stallions
what?
thing. So if you tamper in the portal, so like if Lane were talking to an Ole Miss player right now, that could get you in more trouble than you stealing signs or stealing
right.
plays or anything.
gotta
But
wait
they're
till the season's
but they're
over.
doing it though. Like
They are doing
how are
it.
they getting away with
dude,
it though? That's my big question.
It's clear as day. They were talking about it the other day. The players are allowed to talk with other players. So the coaches can go to whoever at, let's say the players at Alabama can go, the coaches at Alabama can go to their players and say, hey, we like this guy. If you want to DM him, you're welcome to DM him. And that's how they do it. LSU does it. Ole Miss does it. Everybody does it.
Wow.
Players talking. It's coaches basically using the players as liaisons for the portal. That's it.
I mean, that's human nature. You're going to find a way around the rule.
Oh,
I mean,
it's a loophole. Dude, life's a bunch of loopholes. You just got to figure out the right ones.
At what point is that? I mean, let's say I'm a really good player and he goes, hey, go get Austin Bohannon to come. He plays the same. I mean, Am
the
I
same
going to bring?
position?
Am I going to bring a guy?
I don't think they do that. I don't think they do that.
I know, but
I
I'm
don't-
just saying at what point
You're a
they've got
quarterback
to.
and they're telling you to hit up that other
All right,
quarterback?
So the quarterback's my best friend. I'm trying to go get.
Oh, and you're trying to. You're the
Yeah, I was
receiver,
like,
and you're
what?
trying to go get the other
Yeah,
quarterback.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
hell.
at what
That
point do
could
you,
cause some issues.
Yeah, I mean,
you could blow up a locker room.
That's
doing
what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could blow up.
Oh, you will. No, they're going to blow up locker
But
rooms.
what
doing
they
this.
do though is probably at a position of need, is what I would think. So like LSU doesn't have a quarterback this next year.
That's
Nuss is done. He's got no eligibility. They don't like the backup. I would imagine that they're going to we have 2 stud running backs or 1 freshman stud running back. I think they may go to him and say, hey, maybe message this guy, maybe message Trinidad and say, bro, we need you down here. Like that kind of thing. That would be
no
it.
offense, but running back hell, wide receivers. Then wide receivers want to catch the ball.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? Like,
so it would be
get
receivers.
me somebody.
I wish I could say LSU had good receivers. Their receivers suck this year, so I don't know. But no,
Let's jump into other games too.
Yeah, I think Jody said it best, dude. Probably the funnest matchup to think about is probably Miami A&M. I think that's a great matchup.
Yeah, no, that's going to be good.
Y'all, you look at both coaches. This is kind of intriguing right here. They're really, really good up front.
Mm-hmm.
What position did those 2 coaches play in college?
Cristobal was offensive line, wasn't he?
All right.
They both played O-line? Elko too?
He had been D-line, didn't he?
Dude, he played in the secondary.
Really?
What? Yes, I looked it up earlier. He played in the secondary.
way.
I was thinking like, all right, we're gonna have 2 offensive linemen battling each other.
He looks like an offensive lineman.
Dude, he does like an offensive
Dude, he
lineman.
must have hit the Canes chicken fingers
Dude,
after he
played in the
started he finished up
secondary,
playing.
yeah,
didn't he?
like a Ivy League
Yeah.
or somewhere. But no, I was sitting here,
That's
but they're
crazy.
so good up front, which is incredible. That's the most intriguing matchup to me. Dude, Miami defensively and Texas A&M
Yeah.
are stupid good up front.
What do you think
Dude,
about
I
Carson
agree.
Beck?
Dude, I love Carson. Beck.
Really?
I mean,
You like Carson Beck?
No, I don't like
Dude,
Carson.
I hate
Carson Beck.
well, I'm just saying though, like I think he's taking.
ugly.
but-
he's ugly. And did I mention he's ugly?
I say Baker Mayfield and him kind of remind like
Really?
yeah,
You see
something
Baker
about-
Mayfield and Carson
kinda,
Beck?
sorta, yeah, just kind of like
I could see the
there's-
5th year, been there forever, been
That's
around.
what I'm saying.
Accurate,
Yeah, like
whatever. Yeah,
just not really.
Yeah,
giving
but
too
did
much.
Baker send a Snapchat to a girl that said, "I'd rather wreck my car than go to football practice"? Because that's what he did. Carson Beck sent that Snapchat.
Like, dude,
He
that's the
sent a
leader.
Snapchat to a girl when he was in Georgia. He sent a Snapchat to one of the girls he was dating and said, "I'd rather crash my car."
What did he say? He also said something about like, oh yeah, just wait till you see my piece.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Snapchat of his face, because a lot of the dudes will take the snap
All
right
right.
here of their face.
So y'all gonna win on this one. So you take Reed, Texas A&M.
Yeah,
or-
Marcel
or do you
Reed. Yeah,
take
yeah.
Carson Beck.
Dude, I like Marcel Reed's.
I like Marcel Reed.
I got to watch him live this year when he dog raced LSU, and I thought he looked great, dude, against a good LSU defense.
He's scary.
Dude, his
scary
dual
good.
threat ability, he's pretty.
scary
I don't think he throws it as well as Beck, but my God, on his feet, he's awesome.
It's kind of like watching. I'm not comparing him to him completely, but it's kind of like watching Lamar, where he's like moving in fast motion versus the other guys. Like when he's going, like when Lamar's going, the game is just like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is magic.
It's beauty. It's a beautiful thing whenever a guy's running fast, but he looks slow. Like when
Yeah.
Lamar runs, it looks like he's not moving that quick, but he is. Then you see a guy like Isaiah Pacheco, the guy on the Chiefs who's just running as hard as he can. He looks like a Minecraft character.
Right. But
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Reed over Beck though.
Yeah, I am too.
the offensive line that they have too, like they're so good. Like
Yeah, they're
it
first in
makes
the SEC. Yeah.
So how much better is Alabama if Ty Simpson can stand back there and wipe his ass before he throws it?
so much
He would
better.
be a lot better.
How much
Yeah,
better are they?
I agree.
They're so much better. He's running around for his life.
Yeah.
They were terrible up front.
Is he doing
Alabama's
the same
terrible
thing
up
with
front.
offensive linemen? Will he yank their ass too?
So one of the things, God, if you're an offensive
should.
line coach at Alabama and you're watching this, please take note. But anyway,
get better.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of scheme, and we're jumping back to Alabama, but I have no idea I don't know if y'all notice this, but what scheme we're running up front. We got 2 guys on one guy and we let him go. Both of them leave him. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's poor coaching. I don't know if it's a scheme we got.
Yeah.
But I've noticed it all year long. Like we'll just leave the guy and he'll just go back there and sack the quarterback. And we're
Yeah.
like, I don't
It'd be
know
different if it was a screen.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of scheme we got going up front, but I don't think we're very good. Maybe anyway, but
Proctor's still there, right?
dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proctor's the
you remember-
biggest.
Remember when he caught that damn touchdown?
Yeah, you had to finish my beer. There's 2 reasons. We have a rule, Jody. So when we're watching football, there's 2 reasons why you'd finish your drink during a football game. Number 1 is a big man touchdown. So that could be a defensive lineman picks one off, recovers a fumble. If a big man, O-line, D-line, either of them cross the plane with a touchdown, you finish your drink. Number 2 is a doink by the kicker. So if the kicker doinks the upright, and it could be on a kickoff, even if he hits it on a kickoff, or an extra point, a kick of any kind, you finish your drink. Caden Proctor catches a touchdown. What was that, the SC Championship 2 years ago, maybe? Or what
No, it was this year.
Or was it this year? Either way.
It was this year versus Georgia, though.
It
It was versus
against
Georgia.
That's when we broke him out. That's when we broke him
I
out.
just poured a whiskey drink about this tall.
about
And had
like
to-
you?
Yeah, and I had to chug an entire whiskey drink after Cade Proctor caught that touchdown pass. I was about to punch my brother, dude. I was so mad.
And then you were like me after at that Alabama game where you blacked out. Don't remember the second half.
I forgot the second half. Yeah.
I do.
I woke up divorced.
I do think those guys are pretty creative. Alabama, they do have some creative stuff, but it's kind of, I don't want to say unnerving, but we ain't used to that. Alabama, we used to we don't do trick play. You know what I mean? How
whoop
many
your
trick
ass.
plays we just fly
Down
up
your
and whoop
throat.
ass.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we can't do it, and it drives you crazy.
Since we're talking about somebody that does that, let's talk about Georgia, baby. Them dogs.
dude.
Kirby's a damn
Dude.
dog, baby.
They
God,
should.
I love him. He
Dude.
fires me up with that visor.
They match up better.
That looks stupid.
Yeah.
I can't,
What you got, Joe?
I can't tell you my Kirby Smart story.
Yes, you can. We can cut it out if we don't like it.
I can't either. It's a good one, but I can't.
Met him?
My wife. Oh, dude, I hung out with him one night, all night. Well,
Oh, hell, you're already
most of the
telling
night.
it.
But
Oh, this is probably when you were at Muscle Shoals, I guess, huh?
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
He's probably coming up to see D Liner.
He was. It was all about that. But
Yeah,
they
that's awesome. Yeah.
The story goes, we were watching the Georgia. Speaking of Georgia blackout game.
Yeah. I
Well,
remember that.
Willie, Willie was defense coordinator at Georgia. Well, I had Ralston Turner. I'm calling kids' names out here.
We'll
but
cut every bit of this.
yeah, I had Ralston Turner up in the stands with me. I was there with Ralston. Georgia was recruiting him in basketball.
Yeah.
I just happened to wear all black. I wouldn't even. I didn't even know,
think-
but
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
had a black jacket on. It was cold or whatever. And of course, I'm sitting up there. And anyway, but we're sitting there at a bar in Tuscaloosa. We just had a long day or whatever. Some of our staff members go, hey, we're going to go to Saban's house. We're going to get on the Ponzi. I'm like, nah, I'm going to stay here. Me and Kirby Smart hung out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're watching the game and he's talking about, the strat. We were beating the piss. I think it was 40.
Oh,
we were up 40 at halftime.
It was their biggest loss at home
Yeah, it
ever.
was.
Yeah.
Dude, and I'm up in the stands and they're going, fire Willie, the defense court. I mean, it was bad. And we're laughing. We're talking about all that stuff. And then I bring up Kim Deechie. I said, it was the week we lost Kim Deechie. Ole Miss got him.
Yeah.
I was like, so what happened, Kim Deechie? And then it turned south on me in a hurry. I'm like,
He got pissed?
what? Oh, dude.
You blew up on you. Went
dude, he
coaching on
went
you.
off on me.
Really?
And I was like, dude, it was a lot of words there. And,
Oh, I
but
bet.
hey, but you
Did
gotta,
y'all resolve it and hang out a little
Yeah, it was
longer or
all
not
right.
really?
Yeah, it's all right. But
Or did you
I
ruin
ain't-
the night?
I ain't forgot you, Kirby. I ain't forgave you, buddy.
That's why I
if
haven't
you
bet
watch
on
this,
you
I
in
ain't
10
forgave
years.
you.
Yeah.
But he knows. But anyway, I won't throw him under the bus too bad. But it was pretty brutal. But
I'm sure he's remembering that
But you
night
got to
with
think.
Jody.
But hey, you think about this. But I got you, and I'm not trying to sympathize with him because I don't, because I wouldn't have said it. But he. Did you develop a relationship with that kid probably since 8th grade? You know they'd been on him. How many times he camped out?
Oh, yeah.
And then the week of, what did you say, backdoor money? Because there wasn't no NIL then.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I'm not saying Ole Miss would do anything like that.
I'm
but,
sure it was close, yeah.
But hey, Hugh Freeze got about 3 or 4 big ones that week.
Freeze, yeah.
Big
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that
Oh,
A
week.
guy like that, too, like, I mean, you're probably talking to him more than you're talking to your own kids.
You are.
You know what I mean?
You're
100%, yeah.
100%. dude.
You built a real relationship with this kid.
Dude, when Lane Kiffin got to Baton Rouge last week, he got off the plane on the tarmac, rode straight to his office, and they had Lamar Brown, the number 1 overall player in the class, who's from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
He was there in the office with him.
Yeah.
It's the first thing Lane did. That's the first thing on every coach's mind is, hey, take care of the big guys.
No,
We got to quit taking breaks, man. I keep refilling my drink every time we do it.
That happens.
No more breaks, or I'm going to be having too good of a time.
Why is mine
dude.
so much darker than yours,
Let's just
brother?
because mine is straight. Mama didn't raise one, did she?
Oh, we're back rocking and rolling, huh?
Mama didn't raise what, an alcoholic? Hopefully she didn't, right?
Lord.
I hadn't had a drink. In 7 days, man.
That's pretty good. I'm 5 days, so I'm with you.
I like to take at least 5 to 7 days, kind of cleanse the body.
Well, I do. Before we end this, I want to talk about the second round. So that'll be after this weekend's games. I don't want to talk about Alabama and Indiana or Oklahoma and Indiana because that's kind of a coin flip. I think either one could probably play with Indiana, and that'll be a close game. But, Jody, if you had to pick between Oregon or Texas Tech, that's going to be an intriguing game.
I'd say Texas Tech.
You like
just
Tech?
because their defense.
Drill, baby, drill? Is that what they're –
Just because their defense.
Yeah.
They got. I think their defense is – yeah, it's there. They focused on it.
Yeah.
They built it. They're really, really good. And that's unusual for Texas Tech, by the way.
$30 million is what they paid for their roster.
Well, you got to go with
Jacob
that.
Gonzalez is awesome, the guy in the middle. He should have been a Heisman finalist, I think. Yeah. He had one of the best linebacker seasons we've seen since Teo.
They're definitely, I think, maybe the number one sleeper, possibly.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe.
Am I dealing with SEC bias because I look at Texas Tech, I watch them, and they're definitely undeniably top
They're a
4
good
team.
Yeah.
But I can't get over the SEC bias or something where I'm like, they're frauds. Wait till they play a real team.
We're all we love brand. We love the brand.
We do love brand.
We love the brand, and they're not the brand in college football, but they might be. I think there might be.
Well,
just
I just made an example of that. I said I think if Alabama or Oklahoma played Indiana, which one of them will, I think it'll be a close game. But Indiana could be head and shoulders better. I'm not sure. But I just think physicality-wise, the SEC, the top 3-4 teams in the SEC are just as physical or more physical than the best in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and you look at Indiana, I'll jump there real quick with it, but you're talking about you'd probably stretch it if they've got a 4-star on their team. I don't know what the numbers would be as far as the stars, but you look at a football team that you say old school. They're recruited that way. They've developed them.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere, by the way. You know what I mean? They're not thinking like, I've got one foot out the door. They're all committed.
And
then you look at these other schools, and I'm not real sure that's why Indiana's maybe has the best opportunity.
Team. Yeah. I love the Mendoza brothers.
Damn, that's true. Signetti's got him. I mean, he's kind of got the Saban thing going on.
Yeah, he definitely has the Saban thing going. They're confident. They're a team. I mean, dude, what do you I almost want to pull for him against Alabama if Alabama gets to him.
Oh, you won't do it, though.
I want to pull for him. I probably will pull for him, but I'll tell you this, dude. That interview when they won the Big Ten championship.
Did you see that?
Please, can we? So we're going to link this in. We'll link a little bit.
Great coaches, great teammates, everyone we have around us. We were able to pull this off. Whoever thought the Hoosiers would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go.
Extra little video in, but dude, that was so funny.
You didn't see that? Is it Mendoza?
It's Mendoza, yeah.
I gotta go back.
I want to thank God. I love my team.
It wasn't even that, dude. It was just, I thought he was autistic.
Oh my God.
It was a mix of them.
Dude, it was insane, bro. And I like the guy. I still think Pavia should win the Heisman over him, but I like Mendoza. I do.
Texas Tech. I like Texas Tech. What do you think?
On Texas Tech?
I'm not going to go against Dan Lanning, man. I love him. I'm going Oregon for sure.
I'm on Texas Tech there if Oregon moves on.
You're talking about two of the most expensive teams, too, besides Ohio State. They both put a ton of money in NIL, but go ahead.
Dude, next one will be, so if Ole Miss, they're 17-point favorites over Tulane, they should win. Ole Miss at Georgia will be the next game.
Yeah.
I got Georgia at home, or it won't be at home, but it'll be a bowl
it'll
game.
be.
Dude, Georgia physically, I don't know that they're going to lose until the semifinal.
Is that Sugar Bowl? Is that Sugar Bowl?
Yes.
I think
yes.
it's yeah.
I believe it is, yeah.
Give me Ole Miss.
Over Georgia?
Give me Ole Miss.
Okay,
Ole
baby.
Miss.
Now we're getting into it.
Give me Ole Miss.
You like
What are you
Chambliss having a big
drinking?
game?
What- hey,
Hard to beat a team twice, right?
No.
You said Ole Miss over Georgia? I don't know what you're drinking, but I'm about to go pour this shit out because I think I'm hallucinating.
No. y'all, what's today's date? Yeah, y'all remember when I said. But here's why I'm a big quarterback guy.
Yeah.
Who's got the best quarterback?
I like Chambliss over Stockton. I do.
What's George's Achilles?
Quarterback play?
No. What's been Kirby Smart's Achilles?
The dual threat?
Oh, the dual threat guy.
Running
Chambliss.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Running quarterback.
Okay, you looked into that a little more than I thought. Okay.
He can't stop a running quarterback.
Here's a guy who knows ball.
Hey, the 3-4, which I'm very familiar with, that's all I've ever coached just about. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to stop a running quarterback.
That is true.
You can outnumber him in the box.
Yeah.
You can't account for him. And
You
if
came
got a
over
running
seats. I like
quarterback,
that.
dude, the quarterbacks will be the difference in that game.
Okay. What about Q1 Lacey? You think he runs all over him, or is it just going to be the quarterbacks?
Ooh.
I love Q1 Lacey.
I think we got an
Georgia-
ex-Ole Miss
well,
athlete right here. We need to get him to weigh in. Talk about some bias.
Well, I think here's the problem with him is, dude, with the dynamic of a running quarterback, it makes that guy even harder.
Even
to
better.
stop.
Yeah.
Harder to stop. I like Ole Miss.
Okay.
I like Ole Miss.
Dude, you may have swayed me a little bit. I'm not going to pick that one.
I'm picking Ole Miss too, I think. I thought I was hallucinating.
But as we're doing this, so they're without their head coach.
Yeah,
I know,
that's a
which
crazy thing,
could
Dude,
help them.
It could be like the interim bump. You know, in the NFL, when they get the interim in, there's
It
always the
could
interim
help
bump.
them, dude.
Yeah.
It's probably going to help them.
Yeah,
Like, they're
yeah.
super fired up.
Yeah, I'm not. I do like the offensive coordinator coming back.
Yeah, Charlie Weiss Jr. is coming back.
The
yeah.
weird thing is they hired the other offensive coordinator.
Already, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird dynamic to me.
It is, yeah.
How's those, I don't know.
But I will say they did bring, so it's not just Weiss Jr. coming back. I think it's 3 or 4 total coaches from LSU coming back to Ole
Gotcha.
Miss, and they're all going to be there for the run. So it'll be a familiar group around
Yeah.
the players. So
I still like them.
What's the who do you have? You said
So-
you got Georgia?
I may take Georgia. I'm gonna stick with Georgia there, just because, dude, watching them against Bama the other day, I was like, this team's winning the Natty. Like, it's them or Ohio State. But the next one's going to be
We had
the
nine
winner of
starters.
Miami
We had
A&M.
9 starters out, by the way.
Oh, hold on.
Here comes
I'm a
that
Bama fan.
excuse,
It was
dude.
6. It was 6, and then it's to 9.
Whatever. It was 9.
Dude, I
It's
don't care if
inflated.
they
Go
had
ahead.
none
Go
out.
ahead.
Running for -3 is crazy, which I do know. That's a skewed
And none of them
stat.
were offensive linemen.
Dude, I will say that's a skewed stat because there was minus 28 sack yards, and in college they count sacks
That's true,
towards rushing yards. But either way,
All right, move on. Yeah.
still
move
rough.
on. I got
Still
it.
really rough by Bama, Jody.
Sorry.
Either way,
We're terrible.
So
right now.
A&M and Miami, I would like to see A&M win that at home. That's just what I'm saying. But the winner of that one plays Ohio State, and I think A&M physically can match up with Ohio State. What do you think?
Ooh, that's going to be. I think either team matches up well with Ohio State. I do.
Either
I think
team.
Miami's
got great edge rushers, probably the best in the country.
Yeah, I just think up front, dude, they're going to be hard. Both teams.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, I don't know who's going to come out on that one. Take the under, by the way,
Yeah.
Take the under.
Oh
yeah,
my
take
God.
the under. I love it, dude.
dude.
And another thing too is you watch Ohio State against Indiana, and they obviously it was a close game, low scoring game, and they lost. Maybe Ohio State was thinking big brain here, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna get the bye either way.
Yeah.
They knew that.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, let's just not show our cards. You know, let's play Indiana as conservatively as we can. We're not going to show them our best stuff. We'll take the 3 or 4 seed. I guess they ended up the 2 seed, which is crazy with a loss. Maybe they let it all rip like they did last year.
No way. As a competitor, there's no way.
I don't know. Maybe they did.
Dude, you look at you brought up brackets, but dude, how do you put? And I'm going back to Bama. How do you put them on a silver platter for them like that? You get them away from Georgia and Ohio State.
Dude, it's crazy. I know.
That shouldn't
I know.
happen. That's
It
why I'm saying
shouldn't.
you should have punished them.
They shouldn't have rewarded
They
Bama.
should have
Yeah.
not. They should have punished them and moved them to Texas A&M. I'm telling you,
I don't hate Alabama matching up with
dude,
Indiana.
they got the best bracket.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean,
yeah, look, they got
they're-
Oklahoma.
They're terrible
They got
right now,
Indiana. No, Texas
They're
Tech. or
terrible
Oregon.
right now, though. But they got the best bracket.
And then they got time to get hot. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But anyway, that was
That was if it's A&M Ohio State, who are you picking?
I ain't real high on Ohio State this. I don't think they make it.
Really?
I think they get beat.
Okay. I mean,
I
it's
think they get beat.
remember it's a freshman quarterback,
Yeah, I think
and
they get-
A&M has a great D line.
I think they get beat. I think A&M. I like A&M.
I like them too.
I like
A&M's
I
my
like
sleeper to
Miami.
win.
I like Miami
Like
to
Miami?
beat Texas A&M.
I thought you hated Carson Beck.
I hate him, but I like them to win the game.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
thinking with my wallet and not my brain.
Well, tell me this: thinking with your wallet, if Miami wins, are they going to beat Ohio State too? No way.
I got
They're
one.
going to beat A&M and Ohio State back to back.
Bohannon, I got one for you.
Don't make me think that far
I got
ahead.
one for you. The 12th man, baby. The 12th man.
It's going to be rowdy down
Yeah. The 12th man.
Aggies, let's go.
It's the gayest shit ever, dude. When they get the male cheerleaders going, and we went up to Tuscaloosa, and they came down to College Station. And I'm like, dude, I will punch you in your fucking face if you say that shit again.
God, this is great.
That loser shit that they do in College Station, it's a cult, dude. It's like Jehovah's
It
Witnesses.
is. It
it's
is.
like people that come and knock on your damn door.
Did they still build a bonfire?
I don't know. Hell, that would be cooler than what they do at that shout shit in the middle of the night.
seen
They
that?
do the midnight
The shout
yell.
shit?
They do a midnight yell.
It's a bunch
down
of
there at
dudes dressed
A&M,
up
dude.
as like Navy salesmen or something, like sail captains, and
they wear their cheerleading outfits, but they've got a bunch of fans and students out there at midnight, and they call it the midnight yell, and they tell these weird ass stories, dude, where they're saying that like we went to Tuscaloosa, and then they get the whole crowd to yell. Man, it's weird, bro. It's weird. It's like some of that. What's that Hollywood place where they burn a bunch of shit? That all
Bohemian Grove.
It's Bohemian Grove is what that is.
Oh, let's get into conspiracies now.
Let's go.
All right. So
If
next,
you can't tell, I hate Texas.
let's get
A&M.
back to the games. Let's get back to the games. Some of that may get cut. Some of that may get cut.
Texas, all right, Texas A&M's going down now.
All right, A&M, we're picking against A&M. It's Miami all the way.
All right, whatever.
So let's just say, though, I've just got one last, what happens if the favorites went out in that second round? If Georgia and Ohio State play each other, which I think would be an awesome game, and I want to see that game.
I do too.
Who do we have in Georgia, Ohio State if they match up?
You got to give it to Kirby Smart, I think.
You think Kirby's got it?
I think they get to that point. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I could see it. I could see it just because Gunnar Stockton's experience. He's played, he's got a full year under his belt. Julian Zand's a freshman. People forget that.
Hard to win it back-to-back, too.
Oh,
hard to win it back-to-back.
You're exactly right.
Hard to win it back. I don't know if they can get there back-to-back, but if they do, it'll be hard to win it.
And also for the SEC's sake, man. Yeah, dude, the Big Ten's won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Are we getting to a point where the Big Ten's better than the SEC?
No, it's that we're
sure?
The SEC's beat up, dude. Every team's beat up.
Is that an excuse, or is the Big
no,
Ten
they're
better?
beat up, dude.
Yeah.
We're the most physical conference in the country.
How many? Okay, so
That's
let's see.
undisputed,
SEC
by the
has,
way.
yeah. I mean, I could say okay this year because
Undisputed.
the Big Ten's only got 2 teams in, but yeah,
Why do you think DeBoer's got one foot out the door going to Michigan?
you think so?
Dude, no, he's not.
He's
got the best job in college football.
I don't know. We'll see.
Think so?
He's a northern guy. We'll see what happens.
All right. Who's your national championship winner?
Alabama.
Throw this damn thing. Ain't no way.
All right, take the Forrest Gump costume off and tell me, other than Alabama, who's your natty winner?
I like Alabama's path. I think it's possibly.
I do like Alabama's path.
I like a rematch between the third game of the year, Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia, Bama, natty?
No shit, that could happen, and that would be unreal.
That'd be
3
awesome.
times in 1 year.
Okay. I like that.
I like that a lot.
All right, Mr. Also Bama, who you got?
Damn, dude. I mean, I wasn't expecting to like Jody's take so much. I mean, I definitely see Georgia in it. I mean, I think
Georgia's in it.
I mean, dude, I just love watching Georgia play. Kirby takes risks, dude. He'll do shit. He'll kick an onside. He'll fake a punt. It's badass. It's football. It's good American football.
Block a punt.
Or block a punt, dude. I love Georgia. I think Georgia 100% is in the national championship. I just don't see Alabama making it. I think you could call me crazy, bro. I just like Dan Lanning. I know they dropped a game to Indiana earlier in the year. I think it's going to be Oregon, Georgia. I really do.
Oregon, Georgia.
I think it's Oregon, Georgia, and I think the Georgia wins it, and I think Georgia is our national champion.
So what?
Okay.
What's the matchup there? Let's say Alabama gets to Indiana.
Yeah.
And somehow miraculously.
It's in the Rose
They'd
Bowl,
have to
too.
play
It's in
Texas Tech or Oregon.
Pasadena.
Have to.
It's in Pasadena.
Oregon or Texas Tech. Yeah. Be tough. It's a tough road.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm big on Indiana. I really am. I think that Indiana.
I'm with you.
I think
They
people
lost a
have
game.
slept. Yeah, they haven't lost a game, and
that is the issue,
although
though.
I did say Ohio State didn't show their cards, Indiana played a great game the other night.
Did it?
And Indiana, for 30 years, was the worst team in college football, and now they're back. I feel like they're playing for something. They're playing for a team that will be remembered forever in Indiana history, and that probably means more than just the typical Georgia or Ohio State guy who's already won. So
Who played Indiana the closest this year? Do y'all know? Besides
probably
Ohio State.
Uh,
Besides Ohio State.
Penn State.
Penn
yeah.
State,
It was
yeah.
No,
Penn
it's Penn State.
yeah.
But so what did
Well, Oregon came down to the last.
They kind of had some
last few
shit
minutes
rolling
as
for
well.
them, though, there.
So did Penn State open up a little Pandora's box on Indiana, and maybe Ohio
Probably.
State try to take advantage of it a little bit?
Maybe.
Just quite couldn't do it, but that's going to be interesting to
Yeah,
see.
we'll see.
If I'm watching a movie, and this is Hollywood scripted, Indiana is the team that makes the best movie. Signetti comes in, turns the program around, like you're saying, and he's just this badass, hard-nosed coach that doesn't even look badass. You know what I mean? You look at him, and he looks like a noob.
He cried in a post.
He looks like
But
he works
he's
for,
actually badass.
He
It
looks
makes
like
for a
from,
great movie.
Yeah, he looks like my State Farm guy.
Yeah.
He looks like an insurance guy.
Literally.
I swear, dude.
Literally, and they win every single game, and it's one of the greatest seasons
Yeah.
in football
Oh,
history.
yeah.
If I'm a Hollywood Jewish director, I think that I'm picking Indiana for sure.
Okay.
Does him and Ed Orgeron hang out since he's Charlie Sheen now?
Oh my God, dude! Oh my God!
Let us know in the comments. Is
Hey,
Ed Orgeron and Charlie Sheen not the
Ed
same person?
Orgeron is Charlie Sheen.
Edo had to have pissed off Nick Saban last week. Whenever Edo said that, the guys when Busting with the Boys asked him, hey, what's the difference in today's era and, like 20 years ago? And he said, well, in the NIL era, you just bring the cash for the front door. He said, but you're bringing the cash for the back door back then.
You know what's bad about that is, though, you don't have to pay taxes on that back door.
Yeah, that McDonald's bag, you ain't paying taxes on it. Yeah.
No kidding. Well, hey,
I agree.
So your national championship winner, pick them before we call it.
I'm taking Indiana.
Indiana. Sig Nasty.
Sig Nasty.
I like it.
Wow.
Do you actually have Alabama?
Alabama.
Roll Tide, roll.
Yeah, we'll probably get beat by Oklahoma, but if we don't,
In Norman.
if we don't, look out.
Hey, if we don't,
Look out.
we're gonna lose the next
Look out.
one. Yeah.
Look
Fair.
out.
Yeah,
Look
fair.
out.
Roll Tide. I like it. I hope that Jody's correct. I really do. I really hope that Jody's
They
correct.
did
But
good.
I
I will
or
say
anything.
this: they gave them the best bracket.
they
Y'all
do
know
have the
they
best
did.
route.
Y'all
I
know they
agree.
did.
I totally
Y'all know
agree.
they did.
And I like that they did that.
I think it's. I don't. They should have.
It's by design.
Yeah, they should have put them somewhere else.
Yeah, Saban probably
I
was in the.
disagree with that
Saban was sitting there with the committee and gave him a little pocket pool.
I'm going Georgia Bulldogs. Kirby Smart, he's done it before. He'll do it again. I'm going Georgia Bulldogs winning the Natty, baby.
Okay, we'll see. We will see.
But
Do we get to come back next week or after the first round and pick again?
yeah, hey, let's do it. Let's do an episode after the playoffs and talk about how we were wrong and we're all idiots and
that'd be
everything.
awesome. Yeah, because it'll probably be none of our three teams. It'll probably be
Yeah,
Ohio State runs the field, and there we go. Yeah.
JMU versus Tulane? How did that even happen? They're on the same side.
How did this happen?
At the Maverick, I'd love.
Let's
that.
do it at the Maverick.
We'll do it. Yeah,
That would be
man.
awesome.
Hey, Hunter, enjoyed it.
Hey.
We got many more episodes. Jody,
Hey,
we're going to
thank
do
y'all so
another one,
much,
man.
man.
Thank
Oh,
you so
you'll be
much.
back. You're a baller.
Jody Lanier. Justin, thank you for having
Enjoyed
us.
it.
This
Justin,
has been a
thank you.
blast. The backdrop has been insane, but I wish we could stick around and do some more, but I have got a helicopter I've got to fly.
I was going to say, is it too windy to fly tonight?
Well, I've only had 2 whiskeys. Let me get one more and I'll
Should we
fly.
fly them against each other?
All right, Jody. So
I get the black one, you get the white one.
Oh, is that one faster?
It's bigger.
enjoyed it. All right, so hey, this is Bad Dog Podcast. Give me a roo 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 in there. Come on.
Roll Tide. No,
Thank y'all so much. If you watch this far, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you guys.